Hey everybody, Steven here, and today checking out the latest updates to my setup. So over the last handful of weeks, I've gotten a bunch of different things in, so instead of doing individual videos, I just wanted to kind of cover them all in one. I thought it would be a little bit more interesting also in doing that. So I do have the iPhone 12 Pro right here also that I'm going to be using, so I'll be actually intersplicing this footage so you guys can kind of see, I guess, a camera test with that, the video test. And so let's go ahead and start with the microphone. I've already done a video on this, actually just released that yesterday, but I have the Comica BoomX-D wireless microphone here. So I have the lavalier on right now. And then I actually have the receiver clipped onto the next big upgrade. And I do really like this thing, but I'm gonna have links for all this in the description so you guys can see that. But the next one is the Feelworld. So above the camera here, I have the Feelworld 4K camera monitor right here. So I have a Sony a6400 camera, and the monitor for that, the little LCD screen, is pretty small. So with this, I actually just get a better view of everything that's going to be on camera with this versus like kind of squinting to see what is actually going on with this. And I still check, but having to record and then go check and make sure it looks okay, where I can actually just use this to monitor that a lot easier. And there's a bunch of stuff with this that I actually have to learn how to use. But with that also, I had to get a battery pack. So I have the RavPower battery pack here, and if I'm remembering correctly, yes, this is the Sony NP F550 rechargeable battery kit here. So it comes with two, so that's it right here. So with this, I believe I should get close to an hour of usage out of this. I need to look at those numbers again. But the microphone, that actually lasts 5 hours, which is pretty awesome. So I have that, and then I actually have the MountDog Light box. This one is interesting because I already have one. I have another one over here, and I'm gonna, like I said, use the iPhone here in a second to actually showcase so you guys get to see this stuff. But this comes with a remote. So this is off to the side right here. This was interesting because I get to change the color temperature and then also the intensity of the light, right? So my other one, it's just a cool white, and it's just set. You can't adjust it. And so I was looking for something that I could adjust. And the cool thing is this is only $46, but we can go warm. You see right there, white, which is usually what I leave it on, and then cool. Within that, so I have 100% right now, 50, 25%, or if I go 100, I could just slowly drop down that brightness with it, which is awesome. You can also change the color temperature also, so you can go higher with the color temperature or lower. So I'm kind of right in the middle right now, so let's go higher, and it'll start going towards that. Well, that's actually doing an opposite, but it's going warm. And then we'll go cool, right? And then let's go back to white. So we have that, and I usually bring, that's pretty intense, I usually bring that down just a little bit. That is one of the best purchases I've made in a while, and the price point I think is really, really good with that. Another thing that I have too, so I have these lights, and what was the name of them? Yangcsl. They're just RGB lights, but with this one, and I had these before, but with this one, higher wattage with this, and so they're just brighter. And then I didn't realize it actually had, instead of just regular RGB, you can actually do other things with them. So you'll see the color change with this, which I actually use this on the outside of the house. So this is what I'm using right now for Halloween, so it kind of gives like a flame look, so it's going yellow, orange, and red. You can also change that to go green to purple, right? Or this one's blue, purple, and then like a pink, and we can do that as well. So I'm going to actually change these in both corners. How about that? Oh, that one tried to do that. There we go. But I'm going to take this iPhone here in just a second. The other thing, A lot of people ask me what this is with these tech videos. That is the Pixoo, it's the Pixoo Pixel Art, but the name of it is Pixoo, but it's from Divoom, but it's a pixel art display, LCD display. It's a 16 by 16. I did cover this with a video on the channel, and I actually got this because I saw random Frank P talk about it, and I think it's really, really cool. So with the software, because I can't use it right now on my phone, with the app, you get to pick, I mean, and a lot of people create stuff. You can also make stuff yourself, but a lot of people create stuff and you can just pick one. So I have a computer just showing lines of code right now. Handful of other videos I've had pumpkins because it's right around Halloween right now. So that's something people ask about a lot, so I figured I'd mention that as well. But let me take this phone here. I'm gonna turn this around. Sorry, the room's a little bit messy, but there you get to see my setup. So with this, the viewfinder being a lot bigger, so if I flip the other one up, it's like that big, right? This one's going to be a lot bigger, and then I have my Comica BoomX-D receiver right there. So this is all just on the tripod, so I'm not using my gimbal right now. This setup, just with everything that I have going on, it's not gonna actually work on that because this thing is heavy. Now I could actually change how that's oriented, and I could also put it off to the side if I wanted to, but right now that seems to be the best. If I was to put that on the gimbal, not gonna work. It's actually just going to fall, right? It'd be too heavy. And then this is going to be the light, and that's gonna be super bright. Matter of fact, let me go the opposite direction. How about that? So there we have our two lights. There's the setup. Try not to show most of the rest of this is my bedroom until I get a new house and we have an office in there, and then that is where I'm really gonna deck out the setup. So for instance, right over here, I just have boxes of stuff. So I actually have finally a shelf that's coming in, so I can start getting rid of that stuff. The box I keep for a while with the monitors, because usually I keep them for a handful of months and then I sell them so I can move on to the next thing. That's how really I fund all of this stuff. But we have the Aki keyboard box right there, and then we have the M627 mouse from Deluxe there, the box there. I don't know if I'm going to do the review on that. There just wasn't enough interest in it with the unboxing. But yes, those are the two lights right there. So the other one that I have, that's just the cool white that you're seeing right there, and then the MountDog right here, and then of course my setup right here, and then I'm gonna come around here. So whoop, the receiver right there, so you can actually see that I'm talking from the Comica right there. To showcase the lights really quick, there it's changing the colors, right? You can see it cycle through that, and the same for over here, where that'll actually just cycle through those colors. And then I'm gonna set this down. So lots of good stuff that I've actually got in over the past couple weeks with this. And it's slowly building to what I've always wanted. Getting the office is the next step, where I wanna get the Nano Leaf LCD RGB lights. I thought about getting them anyways and putting them here so it casts better light over all of this, but I'm not gonna mess with mounting that if we're looking at selling this house here pretty soon. Once I get that, then I'm gonna look at, all right, what shelving do I want in there to display boxes, kind of like what I've done here, but also like my print from Zach for my channel art, getting more art from him so I can actually put it in the room. Things like that that I really want to do that I just can't do in here because this other half of the room is my bedroom, right? And my wife's not going to be cool if I do that to the whole room, right? So with this setup is slowly getting better and better. I'm really excited about that Feelworld monitor there. It just makes it easier for me to do this type of content, getting the lavalier, hopefully getting to a point where maybe shooting more stuff out and about, things like that I haven't really been doing. I think I'm going to be using this for a while, just instead of the, which is right here. I've mentioned it, my Movo wireless, or not wireless, mini microphone here. So that one's been fine, but using this for a while to test it out, and then, like I said, maybe moving into other things. Maybe, I don't know if I do interview stuff, but getting into other situations where, yeah, maybe I'm discussing stuff with Zach, for instance. I thought about bringing him on the channel, just letting everybody kind of hear how he got into art and stuff like that. And that would be an opportunity to use the second microphone here. So that's actually going to be it for this video. I just wanted to share that with everybody and kind of the upgrades I'm making along the way with setup. And I mean, all of these are building towards what I've envisioned this being. There's a lot more that I want to do, and I'm not trying to think, I mean, down the road, yeah, I see guys like Random Frank P, Linus with Linus Tech Tips, where, I mean, there are Marquee where you're looking at, man, their camera is like $6,000 or $10,000. Like, those are crazy cameras. I'm not going down that road with my thoughts just yet. But I think of the incremental building towards something like that and what I want to do, and these small steps get me really, really excited about where I can go with all of this. So that's actually going to be it for this video. I'm going to make sure everything is in the description for all of the links with this. And like I said, you guys got to see the iPhone 12 here, and really impressed with the speed. In terms of the camera stuff, it's been incremental. I was coming from a 10S. It's not revolutionary by any means, but nice little bumps with that. But I'm going to shoot a handful of other videos, just video test stuff with this, so people can actually look at that. So stay tuned for those videos, as well as a handful of other things that I have in the works for tech review stuff. So that's going to be it for this video, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.